police for black girl nerds.
Thank you guys for your time.
Hi.
It's so good to see
Hello.
you.
Yeah, of course.
So
Thanks
good
for having
to
us.
see you guys together. I like how you coordinated with your backdrop.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess we did.
Where in the cosmos do you
Wow.
think we are right now? Like somewhere
We're just
between the moon and Mars?
vibing.
We're just like floating out in the ethereal wonder.
For sure. Who knew that so much self-discovery, human self-discovery, would take place traveling to a non-human planet? And that's what I really liked about this. You know, you guys both have different journeys during the film. Lana, beginning with you, there's a lot of pressure that comes with managing the expectations of others and feeling like you have this one path only to have this self-discovery and realize a new direction. What was most attractive about Sophie to you when you agreed to participate in the film?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question. I think that something that I love about Sophie is she's quite type A, you know, she's quite planned everything out. She's very like strict in that way, but I also think that Sophie in being that, I think Sophie's also quite strong and is stubborn in a good way. And I think that she forges this like journey. It's not a journey she planned on or necessarily wanted to go on at all, but once she kind of set her mind to it, with obviously kind of the help of Walt being like, go get him. But once she set her mind to it, she was like, I am going to get over my phobia and I'm just going to do it. And I'm just going to, like my mom always says, when I get overwhelmed with things with life, she says bird by bird. She goes, so just do what you have to do in the moment and don't think about anything else. And I think that a lot of how I played Sophie was a lot of how my mom actually is, but it's like she was very focused and like, okay, this was not part of the plan, but now that it is, I'm going to do it and perform to the best of my abilities on this spaceship and on this journey. And that I think is very cool and shows like a really cool strength that Sophie has that I was very blessed to be given the opportunity to portray.
I'm going to receive that from your mom because I need a little bit of that advice myself. It's a little bit busy and I've been kind of stressing out. Cole, I'm going to do what I can do in that moment. Cole, for you, for Walt, there's also bravery in him. It takes a lot of inner strength to go against the grain, even when people keep telling you no, 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 no,
That's so
to keep pressing forward. The same with you. Both Walt and Sophie are very opposite, but in those opposite things, they help each other a great deal. How do you think Sophie most helps Walt in continuing on this journey when so many factors are telling him this is not for you, just stop, and not such a nice way?
I mean, first off, I think Sophie is directly responsible for Walt even being able to live out his dream. I think at first she's an unknowing participant in Walt's journey to live out his dream, but eventually is the sort of patron of his dream very much when they get upon the spaceship. So in that way, she is responsible for him living it out. I also think, you know, Sophie acknowledges that Walt is a dreamer, a big dreamer. And when they get, you know, without spoiling too much, but when they get to Mars, she's very supportive of his entire journey. I think she realizes that like he was supposed to have this massive realization when he got there and went, oh, this is nothing. Like you were just looking for an adventure, weren't you, man?
Yeah.
And in that way, Walt is helping her be a little bit more present with herself.
I agree.
And Sophie is helping him be a little less present and a little alive, man.
With that, so in closing, you both are artists. You're both performers and creative people, and that sort of freedom to pursue that as life pursues is intimidating to people who are like Sophie, who like a little bit more control because it's very unpredictable.
Sure.
What if you could give a message, Lana, to dreamers? What would you say to them about pursuit of happiness during going a non-traditional route? traditional?
I think what I would say is if you want it so bad and you love it, whatever that goal is, if you work really hard and you kind of honestly drown out the noise and you just focus on the goal, I am a believer that anything is possible. Like in terms of like, as long barring like the laws of physics, I do believe that if you like, I always wanted to be an entertainer. I didn't know in what capacity, but I knew that I loved speaking with people. I loved telling stories and I liked making people feel good. And that at first I thought, oh, maybe I'll be a teacher because of that, or maybe I'll be a journalist. But ultimately, I wanted to entertain in some capacity. And I told myself, there's a lot of people will tell you no. A lot of people will tell you your dreams are too big, or that there's just so many obstacles. And honestly, it might be a safer bet to just shoot lower. And to me, I think you just drown out that noise and you work really hard and you believe in yourself and you believe in your capacity for greatness. And then hopefully with trial and error, you can get it. So I think to dreamers, just like keep going. And I know that it's very difficult, especially in the past 3 years I had a professor tell me recently, like she's noticed within her students, they're having a really hard time dreaming and planning out their future because of how chaotic the past 3 years have been. And she said, but we can't stop dreaming. We can't give up. We can't stop thinking about our wants and our needs for the future, because that is what keeps this ball rolling. So yeah, believe in yourself, I guess, and believe in others, and
never give up.
And it's a journey that you don't have to go on alone.
That's true.
That's right. Well, let's raise our glass to Walt, because Walt is going to inspire people to keep dreaming. So I like that. Thank you guys for your time. This was such a cool virtual. Thank you guys. Take care.
Appreciate it.
Better shake your booties for black girl nerves. Better shake your booties for black girl nerves.